Wrong one. There we go. Hey, how is everyone doing? The date is finally here for the inaugural Charlotte Roval race in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. The date is September 30th, 2018. We are maybe 5-ish minutes from the green flag, and I cannot tell you how excited I am for this race. Thank you, everyone tuning in. How are you all doing? Where are you guys all at? Where are you watching the race? Who are you watching the race with? And I apologize, by the way, I look like crap. Had a long night last night, didn't get a chance to shower this morning. Wearing my duct-taped glasses. So yeah, I look like absolute garbage right now for one of my biggest stream audiences I've had in a while. But I don't care, because I am excited as heck to see this Roval race. We are running the warm-up laps right now. Just like I said, probably about 5 minutes away from getting green. And I try to get this out right away. Just want to make it perfectly clear. I tried to make it as perfectly clear in the thumbnail, the description, and the title. I'm not going to be streaming the race itself. I don't want to let anyone down by leading them on thinking I am. It's on NBCSN, I think. Or is it on 4? I think it's on 4, actually. I think it's on regular NBC. But, yeah, there's tons of ways you can find it, but unfortunately not through this channel. This is just a reaction. I'm sure a few of you guys would have been curious to see what my reaction is going to be to this historic race, so figured I would stream. And by the way, there's a Packers game going on right now that when there's a caution or when they go to commercial, I'm going to flip back to the Packer game really quick to see what's going on. Last I saw, they were leading 13-0 over the Buffalo Bills, who I was actually worried about since they demolished the Vikings last week. It was point spread-wise, it was the biggest upset in 18 years, apparently. I have no idea if that's true or not. I'm just repeating stuff I've been told. Alrighty, time to get some shout-outs. NLP 424241, NGPG, Shane Miller, Demald Babatunde. I apologize if I butcher anyone's names. Adria Fitzy, David G. Who else is chatting right now? Lightning McQueen, Chase Elliott TV, Jacob Hunt, Stephanie Oakley, Tropical Cyclone, Darcy Gregorio, Bonzi Hunter, Your Creepy Uncle, Jacob Hunt, DJ Stamma D, Candy Corns. Now we got Father Heat. Alright, they're too wide. I think they're going green this time. So yeah, I got this little, there we go. I got the thing from NASCAR.com, the live leaderboard. Jeez, I really should have showered before I did this, but I had a long late night last night. I was doing a lot of work, and I went to a friend's house to hang out for a little bit. Awkward Jaguar, Tall Mayhem Network, BWE Wrestling and Racing, live in Wisconsin too, fellow Wisconsinite, Meme W Bush, Matt Tweedle, Alon the NASCAR fan. Oh, nope. Pace car lights are still on, so still got at least 2 more laps. There we go. Centering the... I had to move it over to center my face because of this thing right here on the right. We got Sherry Pollux, however that's pronounced, racing the pace car right now. I'm just going to switch back real quick to the game just to see if there's any score difference. Still 13-0. Aaron Rodgers doesn't look happy as they're going to commercial break, though. That's not a good sign. God, I hate that I'm wearing my glasses right now, but I figured I would give my eyes a break from my contacts, and I slept in them last night too, which it's not bad to do every now and then, but really dries the heck out of your eyes, so I had to take them out this morning. And the pair of glasses I have sucks. They're all duct taped together. Awkward Jaguar, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't even have the means to put the race on my stream, even if I wanted to, but even if I could, I'm not going to because I don't want my channel to get shut down. And we got neighbors doing lawn mowing and leaf blowing and other stuff outside, so pay no attention to that. Brett Baker, Carl Stenbeck, how are you doing? Alon, the NASCAR fan? Your creepy uncle, thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. My picks to win. I kind of unofficially picked the other night. It's kind of a boring pick. I haven't really been following practice or qualifying at all. But if I had to guess, I think Harvick, if he doesn't win, he's at least going to be in the top 3. I think Jimmy Johnson might be a dark horse today to watch out for. I think he might be decent. I didn't see any issues for him in practice or testing. He seemed to be decent. I want to see how Daniel Hemrick does. He was possibly on the verge of winning yesterday's race until he made that mistake. He got into that front stretch chicane a little too hot. Won't come through it. Yep, they're showing that right now. And then had to do the stop penalty right away, and that all but ended his shot of winning the race. That was perfect timing. Right as I started talking about that, it popped up on screen. So yeah, the race is on NBC, if you guys are wondering. I'm sure there's streams you can find. I have no idea. Just so my channel doesn't get shut down, please don't post any links in the chat. I don't know, maybe go onto my Discord or something. Maybe they'll have links on there if you guys know of a secondary stream to watch the race. But NBC, come on, it's a local affiliate. All you need is a damn antenna. If you seriously can't watch this race, it's not like NBCSN. It's not on ESPN. It's on a regular local channel. It's on our local number 4. So, as of no excuse not to be watching this one legally. Super Fast 100, watching from Bolivia. Wow, thank you for tuning in. Greetings. Mickey Overholtzer. Another name I remember. How are you guys doing? Jeez. I was expecting a decent amount of viewers for this one, but not this many. For anyone new tuning in, I want to make it perfectly clear right away. I'm not going to have the race on the stream itself. I tried to make it as clear as possible in the thumbnail, in the description, and in the title. Just a reaction stream. And I don't plan on doing anything in NR 2003, but if anything crazy happens and you guys want me to try to reenact it right away, if I get enough votes, maybe I will, but other than that, this is purely just going to be a reaction stream. I want to pay full attention to this race. Very first Cup race ever at the Charlotte Roval. We got Chase Elliott rocking that Sun Energy scheme I really like. In 4th place, it looked like. The same or a similar scheme he won the Watkins Glen race at earlier this year. What? Come here. Oh. I can barely see him because he blends into my shirt and my sweatshirt. What do you want? You just got fed. What are you whining about? Alright, race is about to get started. See you later, buddy. God, once again, I kind of feel sick, too. I look like crap, I feel like crap, but I am so excited for this race. Yeah, I at the very least could have showered beforehand, but... Alright, they're coming through the backstretch chicane. Pace car lights are off. I'm just switching super quick to the Packers game. Alright, still 13-0. Going back to the race. That's... Unless they're in commercial, that's the most I'll check over is like 5 seconds. I'm actually recording this for DVR right now. The race, too. We're recording the Packer game, and I'm going to record the race. We are good to go. Gonna go green in like 20-ish seconds. Get ready, guys. I have a feeling they might be cautious for the first like stage or so, but kind of like the Xfinity race, but these things got a lot more horsepower. They have a lot more tendency to step out when they're going into a turn and come back onto the throttle. There's a lot more on the line since today is a cutoff race and yesterday wasn't. Got a lot of big-name drivers that are at the cutoff point that need a decent finish to survive to the next round of the playoffs. We are green at the Charlotte Roval. Turning this up. I'll turn the audio up. Maybe you guys can hear what part I'm at in the race in the background. 3 wide for second going into turns 1 and 2. Kurt Busch is out front. Kyle Larson in second. I didn't see who was in third, but I saw Bowman in fourth. Seems pretty clean so far. Chase Elliott and Bowman racing side by side for fifth. Allmendinger moved up to third. Here comes Kyle Larson trying to look to make a crossover move on Kurt Busch going into turn 8. Can he get a good run going back onto the oval section? He is still right on his bumper. Let's see how they go through the chicane. Thanks everyone watching right now. I really appreciate it. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't yet. Let me know where you're watching this Roval race at. First time through the chicane. So far, so good. Andrew Barry, how many laps are they doing? I will let you know as soon as I find out. Thank you very much for the super chat, by the way. Kyle Larson, right on the bumper of Kurt Busch, going into turns 15 through 17, i.e. the front stretch chicane. Thank you very much for your support, Andrew. I know they're doing a 400-kilometer race, hence the 400 milers. I don't know how long. All right. 109 laps, people are saying. So it is accurate to, I wanted to say that because that's how many I did in NASCAR Heat 3 last night, but I didn't know if that was completely accurate or not. Chase Elliott back and forth, kind of right on the bumper of Allmendinger. Looks like 26 or 25 laps in the first 2 stages. Yeah, Chase Elliott, don't rule him out at the road courses. He's got a slight run on Allmendinger. Going back into the oval section, he's peaking on either side. Let's see what he's going to do coming into the chicane here. And once again, if you go through the chicane with a better run than the car in front of you, then that gives you an opportunity to pass in the oval section. They were talking about lack of opportunities to pass yesterday in the Xfinity race, but I disagree. There's turns 15 through 17, the front stretch chicane. There's coming out of the chicanes if you get a good run. There's coming out of turn 8. Here comes Chase Elliott into turn 1, diving down for third. And he makes the pass. Chase Elliott for third, but here comes Allmendinger right on his bumper, possibly at the crossover. Nope, Elliott's able to hold on to it. Man, they got close to that pit road wall on the left-hand side. Yeah, there's the 2 chicanes, or coming out of the chicanes. Can't really pass in the backstretch chicane. You definitely can pass either going into or coming out of the front stretch chicane. A little bit of contact between David Reagan and Daniel Suarez. Daniel Suarez has a little bit of front-end damage. Turn 6, if you can get underneath the car in front of you, I think can be a decent passing opportunity. I said coming out turn 8, back onto the oval section. Turn 1, obviously. I mean, I see lots of passing opportunities, and meanwhile, Kyle Larson's still right nipping at the heels of Kurt Busch for the lead. Kurt Busch got about an 1/8 of a second lead. We're coming to the end of lap number 3. Kyle Larson seems like he wants to try to do something in this front stretch chicane. Yeah, I apologize for that buzzing in the background. We got neighbors doing landscaping outside, lawn mowing and leaf blowing. And Kyle Larson, he's not letting him pull away. He's still right. Just about like maybe 3-4 car lengths behind Kurt Busch. Coming through turn 6 and that uphill right-hander over that crest and then back downhill. For an infield course, this track has a lot of elevation change. Oh, through turn 7, Kurt Busch was a little slow. Oh, he got a slightly better run than Kyle Larson. 41 and 42 racing for the lead. It's been a clean race so far. Got to give him props. They're probably not pushing it too hard. I mean, there's still more than 100 laps to go. They're on lap 4 of 109. Larson's right back there. Oh, Larson hopped the curb a little bit. That's going to slow him down just slightly. But he's still about 2 car lengths back from Kurt Busch. End of lap 4, excuse me. Going into turn 1. What about Denny Hamlin? Green eggs and Hamlin. I apologize if there's anyone watching this looking for the actual race. I tried to make it as clear as possible in the thumbnail, title, and description. Just a reaction. I can't put the actual race on. Even if I had the means to, I couldn't. Unless I wanted my channel to get taken down. So I apologize to those dislikers. I understand. You see the name of the race, you click, you think it's going to be the race. And you just see my unkept, fat, ugly face instead. I understand. I would dislike to. Kyle Larson still... Oh, he was good through the backstretch chicane that time. Alright, cut back to the race for the lead. That was exciting. Why'd you cut away? Can you guys hear that leaf blower in the background? Green Eggs and Hamlin is in the chat. Matt Tweedle, Carl Stenbeck, Father Heat. How are you all doing today? Sorry, I haven't been as chit-chatty as I was at the very start. I've been just intently watching this race so far. Intently. Just making sure I don't have the audio too loud. Don't want to get picked up in my microphone and I get flagged somehow for the background audio of a television. Oh, here comes Larson. Larson looking to the inside, turn 8. Oh, yep. He tried a little too hard. I knew Kurt Busch on the outside coming back onto the oval. He's going to get a little advantage. Kyle Larson still about car length and a half, 2 car lengths. I mean, this has been an intense battle for the lead these first 5, 6 laps. Kyle Larson has been right there. He's not letting Kurt Busch pull away. No problems in any of the chicanes so far for anyone, really, except for that little minor contact between, excuse me, McDowell. I think I said Reagan before. I think it was the 34. If I said Reagan, I think I meant McDowell. And Daniel Suarez. Monster Toe. DJ Stamma D. Thank you for tuning in, y'all. Johnson P6. I said Johnson was going to be a dark horse. He's up to P6. God. I'm really regretting not showering right now. I showered last night, so I would have thought I'd be okay this morning, but nope. Apparently if you go 12 hours without showering, your hair looks disgusting. Your face looks all oily. While I'm broadcasting to the entire world. Look like I just rolled out of bed because I basically just did. Alright, quick commercial, just checking in on the Packer game. Alright, still 13-0. There's 2 minutes left. There's a flag. What's going on here? And Blake Martinez gets a 15-yard penalty for something. Martinez has the ball. So does that flag get called back? Or does that... Oh, I have no idea what's going on. I'm not going to pay attention to the Packer game. Alright, we're still under commercial. I switched back to the race, but still under commercial. Keen, Tropical Cyclone. Jacob Hunt. PW Wrestling. Mountain Dew fan for life. At least have the NASCAR nonstop so we can see what's going on. Still commercial on both channels. Oh yeah, I heard that Haley Deegan won last night's race. Oh yeah, and of course, while they're away at commercial, Kyle Larson takes the lead. God darn it. Sylvie Gang, thanks for tuning in. I don't know too much about Haley Deegan, but yeah, it's cool to see a female driver win in a NASCAR sanctioned race. Congrats. I know the YouTube Pro Series guys are always talking about her. I don't know nearly as much about all those lower series than those guys all do. It was on the front stretch chicane that Kyle Larson made the pass. Nice. Nice move by Larson. Passed him in the front stretch chicane. Textbook pass. And here comes Chase Elliott in third, threatening to take second away from Kurt Busch. Man, is this going to be a battle for the lead between Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson at the Charlotte Roval? Am I dreaming? Some random idiot. Nice username. Alright. IDK players in the building. How are you doing, man? I'm just scrolling back up in the chat, seeing who all I missed. That one racer. James McIntyre. Deborah Joan. Heatha 2009. Unicorns. All right. Whoa, flat spot. Someone flat spotted the tire. Alright, looks like they're a few laps away from being complete with lap 10. Alright, so Jimmy Johnson, as of right now, will make the next cut. Blaney, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, and Hamlin will not make the next round as of right now. Look at that. 300 cars in the top 5. That's insane. Where's Byron at? Let's see where Byron's at. Both Bowman, Johnson, and Clint Boyer all bunched up together as they go back onto the oval section. Oh, Clint Boyer looks like he's got a little bit of a run on Johnson. He's right on his bumper. Hemrick, did I see Hemrick was in 10th? Awesome. Either 10th or 11th. Byron's in 17th. Darn. Good day for Hendrick so far. 3 in the top 5, and then the 4th guy is in 17th. Yeah, Hemrick in 11th. Nice. Excuse me. Whoa. Bowman and Johnson both over the curb on the front stretch chicane. Ooh, Johnson right on Bowman's bumper. Looks like he's going to try to pass in turn 3. His own teammate. There they're going to 4. He's got the advantage. Clint Boyer follows behind. He looks like he's going to take advantage of Bowman being caught out of the groove. Well, shout out to Erica Stepp. Do I owe him royalties for saying that phrase? Johnson up to 4th. Boyer up to 5th. Bowman, one fell swoop, goes from 4th to 6th. Every now and then the standings get all weird. The split times, I mean. They'll say like 30 seconds for everyone behind. Ross Chastain through the chicane. He had to stop. Is that Ross Chastain in the 15? Who's in the 15? God, I'm going to say it every time I look down at my face. I really should have showered before this video. Showered last night, but apparently one sleep. Not like I'm a... Alright, what's going on with the Packer game? I just switched over. They're up 13-0, 56 seconds left in the second half, or the first half, I mean. 3rd and 5. The Bills have the ball at the 20, at the Green Bay 20. So they're 20 yards away from a touchdown. 3rd and 5. Come on, Packers, stop them. Please don't give up a touchdown right before half. Let's hold him to a field goal here. He's running for his life! Picked off! Jair Alexander! Yes! Woo! No points for the Bills. No points for you. No sub for you. All right, back to the Roval. Alright, they're racing at the Roval and the Packers are winning and actually doing stuff on defense. Today's a good day. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but the Packers are tied for 3rd in the NFC North right now. I don't know where the Bears are at right now, but if the Packers lose, or if the Packers win and the Bears lose, the Packers will be back in the 1st for the division. Holy crap, I am dominating Team BLG Brendan in our YouTube Pro Series Fantasy Football right now. I have almost 90 points. He's got 48. I'm projected to get 152. He's projected to get 114. J.J. Watt has 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 4 tackles. The Texans' defense has 17 points. Brandon Cooks got me 18 points. Oh, we got a caution. Is that turn 1? Yep, 51 into the turn 1 wall. We got a caution. Reminiscent of William Byron, I'm guessing, and testing a couple months ago. Truex up to 7th. You can see the top 7 on the right side of my screen right there. All right, here's Stanton Barrett. Bartett. What was his last name? Ah, darn it. Feel bad for him. At least he hit the part where there was double barrier instead of just that safer barrier. Would have been maybe a little bit harder if he hit just the safer barrier. But he had that little secondary cushion. He had just the edge of first. All right, while we're under caution, I'm just going to switch back to the race or the game quickly. Oh, darn it. It looks like they're in at least field goal range. Oh, wait, no, that was just a long pass. It looks like they're at like the 40 or 45. Oh, Geronimo. That would have been a really spectacular pass, but he... Just get within Crosby range. Within like a 54 or 58 yarder. Oh, that was a bad pass. All right, back to the pit stops. I want to see. All right, Logano into the pits. Here comes Allmendinger out of the pits. Allmendinger running up front. Whoa! That sharp left-hander off pit road is really wacky. And they don't even show the running order off of pit road. All right, 3rd and 10 for the Packers. And he runs for within field goal range for Crosby. Oh my goodness, Rodgers. Rodgers on one leg. Don't try a quick out, just kick the field goal now. Just kick the field goal now. They're going to be watching the out route. All right, timeout Buffalo. Back to the race, commercial, so back to the game. Come on. Just take the field goal. I trust Crosby from this distance. Don't risk trying to just get a few more yards and get a pick thrown while they're watching the out routes, or get tackled in bounds and have it run down to the end of the half. All right, back to the race. Still commercial, so back to the game quickly. All right, incomplete to the sideline. Now they're going to try Crosby. Back to the race. Still commercial. I'm only switching to the game while we're under commercial for the race, so, or under caution, I should say. So my priority, usually my priority is the Packer games, but my priority today is the race because of the Roval. Come on, Crosby, I believe in you. All right, they can't ice him either, so because they don't have a timeout. So field goal right here. Money. All right, Packers up 16-0 going into the half. Nice start. All right, back to the race. Still under yellow, but hopefully they're restarting soon. Should I disable the ratings? Am I really going to have this many dislikers? Because people can't read the thumbnail or the title or the description. Reaction stream. Everyone disliking, thinking that this is going to be the actual race. I know that's a price that comes with the reaction video, so I accept it. All right, when are we going green? Gonna check the Packers Facebook page quickly. 'Cause they're still under yellow. I don't want too many cautions for this race. So there's gonna be lots of caution laps. I should have played Jair Alexander. He has an interception. Actually, no, J.J. Watt or Casey Hayward. We'll see how he plays later. Are we going to get started with the race? Go green again? Finish up this first stage? Alright, so we're going to get restarted on lap 17. Going to have 9 laps to go on the restart. Fix the stream since it's lagging for you. It says it's coming through fine. It's coming through fine for me. I have no drop frames. Maybe it might just be your internet, buddy. Sorry. All right, Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson side by side on the restart. Green flag. 9 laps to go in stage 1. Jimmy Johnson bumped Chase Elliott going into 1. Whoa, a little bit of trouble further back in the field. Little cars locking up and getting wide, but no major issues. Still Larson out front, but Chase Elliott's right behind him. What happened to Jimmy Johnson? He's dropping back. Kyle Busch is coming up to the front. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't Chase Elliott up front. Who was up? No, it's Kurt Busch back up front. Excuse me. I said Chase Elliott. That was Kurt Busch. That's back up front, right on the bumper of Larson. Excuse me. All right, what's going to happen through the chicane? I'm going to be really curious to see if leaders are battling side by side, because so far through the chicane, if they're side by side, someone backs off to get through there cleanly. I'm going to be really curious to see if in the last couple laps, if the leaders are side by side racing through that chicane, if either of them are going to back off or not. There's like 7.5 laps to go in stage 1. Aside from that one incident on the 51, it's been a pretty clean race so far. Whoa. A little bit of crazy restart mid-pack. Nice save by Eric Jones. Is anyone else having stream lag issues, or is it just Shane? Because it seems to be coming through fine for me. And OBS isn't telling me I'm having any issues. So Shane, it might just be your internet. So I don't see anyone else saying they're having issues, and it's coming through fine for me. OBS doesn't say I'm dropping any frames, nor is my CPU usage high. Prince John, Cool Gamer 2818. You guys enjoying the race so far? Kind of as predicted, they're kind of keeping it excuse me. Kind of keeping it easy early on. Yeah, things are going to heat up later in the race when playoff advancements are on the line, the win is on the line. Yeah, at least they're side by side for this commercial. You can actually see the action. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch. So yeah, the top 7 you can see on the right side right there. Emmanuel Lopez, I am sorry. Even if I had the means to show the race, I can't unless I want my channel getting taken down. So I'm sorry for letting anyone else down, but hope it's obvious why I can't stream the race. Because I will not be able to live stream for 6 months if I do that. Don't you guys remember the 2016 Homestead race? I tried streaming my reaction to that race with the little, the race down in the corner, or vice versa, the race of the stream. The stream of the race, then my face cam down in the corner, and yeah. Video got taken down, my channel got flagged for copyright, and I got banned for streaming for 6 months. It turned out to be 3, but still. So yeah, sorry, Emmanuel. Oh yeah, can you see my duct tape on my glasses? That's how old these things are. I'm like Harry Potter, except it's not in the middle. It's up here. Show the battle for the lead. All 3 or all 6 in the top 6 right now are all playoff drivers. Meanwhile, the Packer game is at halftime right now. It is what was the score? 16-0. Kozlowski makes a pass on Austin Dillon going down the turns 1 and 2 of the oval section. Man, they've been really clean through that chicane so far. I'm surprised. Oh my god. I think everyone that has issues with the stream right now is just guys that have terrible internet. I'll try turning the bitrate down so low to where it's just 2 pixels. So then you guys aren't lagging because you have cave person internet. Holy crap. There. I turned the bitrate down. So it's just 2 pixels instead. Yeah, I've only seen 2 people in the chat out of... How many was the peak concurrent? Had 163 people watching at one point. I've seen 2 people complain about the stream lagging, so... If I was a betting man, I'd be willing to bet it's those 2 people's internet versus my stream, since... Normally if I'm having issues, OBS would be telling me something, I'd be seeing lag or frames being dropped on my end, but nothing. I think it might be the internet. 3 to go in stage 1. Larson has a 2-second lead over Kurt Busch. Those same 3 Hendrick drivers, no longer in the top 5, but they're still in the top 10. Chase Elliott is 5th, Johnson 6th, and Bowman's 9th. Bowman's coming into the pits before the stage ends. Trying a little pit strategy there. Same with Austin Dillon. So weird that he's in the playoffs. Because he dumped Amarola. At least Amarola got in the playoffs too, but that win would have been a nice playoff or stage point, whatever the hell it's called. Really clean race so far. The entire stage almost complete. The only incident we had, aside from that little minor contact between McDowell and Suarez, was just the 51. Locking the brakes up and getting into the barrier into turn 1. Which we've seen a few times with various amount of drivers in testing and practices. Pits are closed with 2 laps to go. Dient X, how are you doing? Got a battle for second between Kurt Busch, Clint Boyer, and I wouldn't call it a battle. They're not really in passing position, any of them right now. One lap to go in the first stage. As long as the slow-mo's only on 10 seconds, I'm keeping it on. You guys don't need to be sending chats more frequently than every 10 seconds. Can't imagine on what would be going on where you need to be sending more than six separate live chats within a minute. I think that's a fine cutoff point. Blaney looks like he's trying to peek around Bowman for position at the end of this stage. He keeps looking. Is he going to get a run off of turn 8 into the oval section to be able to pass him there? Stay tuned and find out. I think this thing is a little behind. I'm going to refresh this. Oh, there we go. Kyle Larson wins the first stage. Blaney isn't able to get around Bowman. Bowman holds him off. Now we go to the end of the stage. Sebastian, how are you doing? Jared Caswell. David D. Rasheem Stewart. Welcome from Wisconsin. Viewer from Orlando, Florida. What else have I missed? I hate these glasses. They're falling apart. They're like Harry Potter's glasses, except the duct tape's off to the side instead of right in the middle. Alright. It's probably not back from halftime yet, but I'm going to check back to the Packers game. Ooh, they just got started. And they get the ball second half. I forgot about that. Holy crap, nice run by Jones. I picked him up literally 30 minutes before this game started. He's such a sleeper. He's like a third or second string running back for the Packers. No one had him. He was like on the third page of the running backs list. I got him. He's got like 15 or 16 points already. It's only halftime. I'm getting these Packers sleepers that not too many people know about. Nice, Geronimo, go! I'm just watching the Packer game right now while we are under commercial. As soon as we're out of commercial from the race, I'm switching back to the race. I've already got 100 points on my fantasy. Nice. Had some good picks this week on my roster. I'm projected to get 160 points. That's a lot. Packers are almost in field goal range. Oh, that would have been a really tough catch by Geronimo. 2nd and 10. All right, switch back to the race. Is it back from commercial yet? Nope, still commercial. So back to the Packer game momentarily. Caleb Faircloth, how are you doing? From, how was that pronounced? I don't know, but North Carolina. I was about to attempt to pronounce that, but I knew I was going to say it wrong. Come on, go deep to Devontae right here for a touchdown. He goes to Devontae, not a touchdown, but pass for like 9 yards, 3rd and 1. Definitely in Crosby field goal range now. All right, I will check back for the race. We back from commercial yet? All right, we are. Just got to check in on the scores on the side. The Bengals and Falcons in a shootout right now. 28-24, the Falcons lead. Holy crap! I was hoping maybe the Buccaneers would knock the Bears off so the Packers would have the lead for the division, but the Bears are leading 38-3 at halftime. Holy shnikes. Patriots up 24-0 over the Dolphins. That'll shut up all the... Can the Patriots... Will the Patriots go 1-3 and the Dolphins stay undefeated? Nope. That's not going to happen. Everyone knew that the Dolphins were going to lose that game. All right, come on, race. Get started again. All right, the Packers got a first down. Back to the race. Yeah, while the Packers and the Vikings are in a battle with each other to see who sucks more, the Bears are silently going to run away with the division. Who the heck saw that coming into this year? The Packers and Vikings tied with each other for 2nd/3, and the Bears running away with the division. Are they coming to the pits right now? Yep. Larson stays out. Bush comes in. Clint Boyer comes in. Truex Jr. stays out. Kyle Busch stays out. Yeah, Aaron Jones has got like 13 points already, and it's just slightly after halftime. Who the hell knew about Aaron Jones except for this guy, the diehard Packer fan? Johnson gained a position over Elliott on the race out of pit road, but that's the race off pit road. There's a lot of leaders that stayed out. All right, so commercial once again, so back to the game. Man, NASCAR sure likes losing viewers for all these commercials. Oh, almost a nice catch by Jimmy Graham. 3rd and 8. For those of you complaining, I'm just watching the game while the commercial is on for the race. I'm not missing any of the race watching this Packer game. Holy crap, Rodgers was hit hard. Is he okay? All right, he gets up. All right, come on, Crosby. Make it a 19-0 game. Oh, look at that. A defender landed on Rodgers while being hit, and no flag. What a double standard. But God forbid you're accused of being biased if you point that out. That one team would get one flag if a defender lands on the quarterback when he throws it away, but then the exact same thing happens to Rodgers and doesn't get flagged. I don't mind the rule. I don't mind the flags. I do mind the inconsistency. That I've seen. That's exactly what Matthews got flagged for against Kirk Cousins in the Vikings game. Kirk Cousins threw it away. He was hit right as he was throwing it. Matthews came down on top of Cousins. I mean, he didn't drive him into the ground, but he still landed on him. Guess what? Roughing the passer. Same thing right there. No roughing the passer. I mean, holy shit, I don't mind the rules and the flags, but be consistent. All right, back to the race. Packers up 19-0. Consistency is dead in the NFL. I don't think anyone would mind the rules if they weren't so one-sided and not fair. That's funny because Packers are bitching. Oh, if people that hate the Packers sit there and complain that, oh, this rule wouldn't exist if Rodgers was so frail and didn't get hurt last year. Well, as much as you got to point, a lot of the criticism I hear about Rodgers being a frail, fragile, wussy quarterback is from Vikings fans. Vikings fans' most recent decent quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, literally almost died from blowing out his knee in a non-contact injury in practice. So, Vikings fans, you really want to start that argument about fragile quarterbacks? Don't start an argument you can't finish. All right, meanwhile, we're finally back from commercial in the race. Holy crap. Still finishing up my monster from last night that I never finished. Almonding. It's funny how Jeff Burton pronounces Almondinger. Almonding. Heartburn turn. That's what it's called. The Tums sponsored turn 1. Go follow my Twitter if you want to see what I'm ranting about right now. All right, we're about to get restarted. Green flag. Back at the Roval. It's going to be interesting. We got people that pitted. We got people that don't pitted all running up front. We got 3 wide going into 2. Everyone keeps it together so far. Who's ever on the outside has a horrible disadvantage going through those curvy turns through turns 1 and 2. Whoa. 3 wide, Ryan Newman on the outside, Ty Dillon in the middle, Johnson on the outside. They all keep it together. Nice driving by everyone. Jeez, nice driving by everyone so far. Oh. Ty Dillon and Ryan Newman almost making contact with each other in the oval section. They are side by side. All right, Ryan Newman's going to back off. He's going to give up that position to Johnson, who takes advantage of Ryan Newman backing off going into the chicane. I beat you to that analysis, Rick Allen. Pay me royalties now. Jeez, I was hoping the Bears were maybe going to get beaten by the Buccaneers, but that ain't happening. Holy hell, 38-3, and the Bears have the ball and are driving. Side by side for third between, is that David Reagan? And no, that's not battle for third. I looked away for a second, they cut back to midway in the pack. It was just a battle for position between David Reagan and Hamarola, Smithfield Hamarola. Kevin Harvick, my official pick, is up to 5th. Kyle Larson still out front. Come on, Blaney. Blaney's out to 3rd. Why does it still say he's in 4th in my little stupid thing on the right-hand side? I think it's behind by like a minute. Nice. Come on, Blaney. I want to see him advance. We are on lap 32 total out of the 109. Lap 32 out of 109. It finally updated Blaney to 3rd. I'm still up by about 40-ish points over my fantasy football opponent. About 35 right now. Got a nice cushion. Unless Doug Baldwin gets like 4 touchdowns or Michael Thomas on the Saints, should be decent. Come on, Blaney. Charge forward and get to the lead. Get that stage 2 win. Blaney gets a nice run going out of turn 4. Into turns 5 and 6. The right-handers up that hill, over the crest, and then downhill to the left into turn 7. Turn 8 where you power back onto the oval section. If you get a good run going back onto the oval, you can gain up a lot of ground. Yep. Like Blaney got a good run, and he just pulls away from Bush. They have that long stretch to use that momentum to their advantage. All right, commercial, back to the game. 3rd and 18 for the Bills. Awesome. Nice. He got sacked. All right. A 3rd and long for the Packers defense. Who wants to bet they're going to give it up? I say it every time. Packers, I swear, must hold the record for most 3rd downs given up on defense in NFL history. 3rd and 18. Can they hold them? They might get him into field goal range, but at least hold him to not getting the 1st down. Whoa. Josh Allen almost looked like he didn't expect the ball. Picked off by Haha. Is Calvin Benjamin okay? That was a hard hit. Didn't look like Haha was going for him or anything. He caught the ball, so he's obviously going for the ball. That was just a nasty collision of 2 players running right at each other. I hope 13. Yeah. Yeah, Haha was not trying to, like, hit him by any means. He was going for the ball. He caught the damn thing. But I hope Calvin Benjamin's okay. That was a hard hit. 2nd interception for the Packers. Yikes. I hope he's okay. All right, back to the race because they just went to commercial. And this one's on commercial as well. But I'll stay on the race channel for a commercial. Jeez, I hope Kelvin Benjamin's okay. That was a hard hit. Trouble for the 15. Is that one racer? Do you have credible sources? Trouble for the 15 again. Save bacon hair. No, still looks like we're green. I think you might have not credible sources. Oh no, you were correct. He did spin. No caution though. He just barely backed into the wall. Coming out of turn 8, back onto the oval section. No caution. Hope Kelvin Benjamin is okay. That was a hard hit. Showing Brad Keselowski's practice rack in the front stretch chicane. Holy crap, I've got 107 points in my fantasy football thing right now. Next closest person is Casey Mears Fan Club with 76. I am out to a good start this week. Thanks to Brandon Cooks, Aaron Jones, Aaron Rodgers, and the Texans defense, particularly J.J. Watt with 2 sacks and forced fumbles. Because this is the kind of fantasy league where you got defensive players too. All right, Eric Jones coming out of the pits. Coming into pitting basically at the very middle of stage 2 is what some of these drivers are doing. Here comes Kyle Larson into the pits. .3-second pit stop, and he's back out. Excuse me. Got monster burps. Ugh. I don't drink energy drinks too much. I hate that taste when you burp up an energy drink. Whoa, he's going to blend with traffic. He's able to get in front of him. He's got the fresh tires, so he's going to pull away. Ryan Blaney is out front. Meanwhile, all these guys have pitted. Ryan Blaney gets out front. That's cool how in the same camera shot in certain sections of the track you can see two cars like going complete opposite directions. Are they going to try? I'm just going to switch over to the game super quick. It's like 4th down at like the 38. I think they might be going for... They're going for it. They're not going to go for a field goal. I'll switch right back to the race in a second. Oh, they didn't get the conversion. That was a pick 6 that Bills defender dropped. All right, Packers turnover on downs, but they avoided possibly the Bills scoring 6 right there. That was easily a pick 6 if the defender holds on to that. All right, they should have tried the field goal. Crosby's been good today, aside from just that one extra point where he dinked the upright, but he's been good on all the other long field goals. But Packers turn it over on downs. Let's get another interception. By the way, Denny Hamlin coming out of pit road. Of course, right when I come back, they go to commercial. I don't do too many Can I Recreates anymore. I still try to do the Can I Recreates as much as I possibly can. I'm trying to do them more mainly for like the major incidents or moments as opposed to just any old, just random wreck that's ever happened. I don't know, and a lot of them didn't get nearly as many views as they used to, so not everyone likes them, but I'll start trying to do a little bit more. I do admit I've been a little slow on them, but I still want those to be mainly what my channel is known for. This is the NR 2003 stuff and the reenactments. So I haven't given up on them at all. I will admit I've been a little slow with them, but it's mainly been trying to do it more with major incidents or moments instead of just random any old wrecks or spins or finishes from 30, 40 years ago. It's insane. The Bears are up 45-3. I'm texting my brother-in-law, who's a huge Bears fan right now. I'm sure he'll love that. All right, we're on a commercial for the race. Going back to the game momentarily. Come on, defense. Been doing a good job so far. Oh, shoot. I need to pay my phone bill. That text didn't send. Forgot my month ran out today. And I don't do it automatically. Speaking of pick sixes, Rodgers has only ever thrown 2 in his entire career. Why does LaShawn McCoy run with the ball just hanging out of his hand with only one hand? All right, 3rd and 3 for the Bills. I'm going back to the race. Oh, sweet, perfect timing. They just got back from commercial. Third and 4 for Buffalo. Oh, he got sacked by Reggie Gilbert. I'm watching the ESPN live score. Awesome. Nice. The defense looks good today. Obviously, they've held Buffalo to a goose egg so far, and they're almost done with the third quarter. I mean, it is Buffalo. But it's the same Buffalo that put up 27 points against the Vikings last week. All right, meanwhile in the race, we got 9 laps to go in stage 2. We got Ryan Blaney still out front. That'd be awesome to see. My official prediction, Kevin Harvick is up to 2nd. Joey Logano 3rd. Paul Menard. Daniel Suarez, William Byron. Austin Dillon in 7th. That's surprising. Got a couple cars coming into the pits right now, or at least one. Got Johnson looking to pass. Whoa, Johnson up on the curb, trying to look around Austin Dillon. There's that crossover coming out of the final turn in that last chicane that I'm talking about. Makes it easy to pass. Here comes Kurt Busch around Austin Dillon. Whoa! Clint Boyer almost hit Austin Dillon. Clinton needs to get by Boyer to get above the cutoff. Boyer needs to get around Dillon to get in. He's 1 point below the cutoff. Literally 1 point. If the 14 gets past Dillon, I believe that would knock Jimmy Johnson below the cutoff. Kyle Larson is well above the cutoff, even if he is not in the lead anymore. Clint Boyer is looking desperately to get past Austin Dillon, you can tell. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott's catching up behind Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer has 2 wins, and he's still fighting for his playoff spot in the first round in the last race of the cutoff. That's interesting. Still about 30 points above Team BLG. Ezekiel Elliott's having a field day, of course. That's what's keeping him alive. He has Tremont Williams for the Packers as one of his defensive players. It's kind of an interesting move. Is Clint Boyer going to be able to get past Dillon? Haven't seen any wrecks in that chicane yet. I think we might start to see a little more incidents once we get into the final stage. If I were a betting man, but I don't necessarily want to see that. I want to see a yellow flag every 2 laps. Those are always annoying. All right. Blaney's still out front. He's going to try to get the stage point. And Boyer is right behind Dillon. Jimmy Johnson has more points. That puts Clint Boyer, I think, 2 points below the cutoff. William Byron's slow going on the backstretch. Might help get some fuel into the tank while he gets to the pits going through that chicane, rocking the car back and forth. He's going to have to come down to the pits. Oh, Byron. Oh, no! Who hit the wall? Amarola into the wall. Byron's wheel or tire was down. Oh, and he'd missed the pits, too. Right as Byron was coming out of 14, formerly 4 in the oval configuration, his tire blew. He drifted up the track. Amarola, who was caught on the outside, had to go wide, and he hit the wall pretty hard. Sideswiped it. He's gonna have to pit. They didn't make contact. Amarola went wide to avoid hitting him and then hit the wall. And, of course, it's a playoff contender who's kind of on the bubble. Terrible luck for Amarola. And now you can see he's smoking. He's got a wheel rub. Hopefully he can make it through the chicane without any incident. Alright, can he repair the thing enough, just enough, to stay on the lead lap, get back out quickly, and... I don't think it's legal to pit that way. I think they're saying, yeah. Or can he at least... You just push that out. Yeah, just enough to last the last 4 laps. Without going a lap down. And then you can repair it more when you come into the pits at the end of the stage. Just pull it out just enough to where you don't get it, blow a tire with 4 to go. Just stay on the lead lap, Amarola. Allison just got hit hard. Lovely. I'm switching back to the game for a second. Oh, I didn't see. Alright, they punted to the Bills. Amarola's, yep, his championship hopes are done. He just got a penalty. We've got like 2.5 laps to go in stage 2. Yep, that tire. No doubt about it. That was clearly a tire violation. The unattended tire, whatever that rule is called. Alright. That is a shame for... Got battling for second going on right now, but that was a shame for Amarola. Terrible luck. That would have never happened if whatever happened to Byron didn't happen. Meanwhile, Blaney's about 2 laps away from winning the stage, which will greatly help his chances of moving on to the next round. So yeah, Amarola's playoff chances are basically done at this point. Man, that stinks. Whoa, problems for the 2 and the 78. Kozlowski problems again in the front stretch chicane. Neither of them looks like they really have any damage. I think they might just hit each other and spin. They might just clipped each other coming into that chicane and spun. I don't see any major damage. Kozlowski... Alright, so... Truex isn't going to get a penalty for that, is he? Since he was hit by Brent Keselowski, that's what spun him out. Keselowski had to do that stop penalty right away. But Blaney with one to go. Johnson's catching up quickly. Johnson's in the second. Said my dark horse pick. Oh, I said didn't look like they were damaged, but Keselowski's got wheel rub. I think you guys are like 30 seconds ahead of me because I saw someone talking about Keselowski smoking about 30 seconds ago. Keselowski stays out with that tire rub. He's going to be going slower for this caution. Is that tire going to last all the way around? Anytime he's turning to the right, there's going to be a huge pressure on that tire in the back. Yep, more smoke now that he's turning right. Hope that thing doesn't blow in the chicane. That would be bad. Ryan Blaney gets the stage 2 win. Is Keselowski not going to make it all the way around? Blaney's got a playoff point now. He's going kind of slow through the chicane. Keselowski is. All right. Now I'm switching back to the game since we're in a commercial for the race. All right, come on. Commercial here, too. All right, now we're back to the game. 4th and 19 for the Bills at the end of the third quarter. Packers still up 19-0. I think Geronimo Allison was injured for the game. Jeez, Ezekiel Elliott is just on fire. That's the only thing keeping my opponent in this fantasy matchup alive. Ezekiel Elliott has 26 points alone. Jordan Howard, who I was counting on being decent for the Bears, even though they have 45 points, he only has 12 yards. How is that possible? How do you have 45 points, but your primary running back has 12 yards? Is Trubisky just having a field day right now? Rodgers under pressure right away, has to throw it away. Tried dumping it off to Devontae Adams, but incomplete. Black Lab 79, how are you doing? If the Bears are going to win, they can at least give some yards to Jordan Howard. Aaron Jones up the middle for like 5 yards. That's some points for me. It's going to be an interesting restart with this race, the start of the final stage. Come on, Rogers. Go deep to Devontae for a touchdown. That would put this thing away for me. Nice to Jimmy Graham for a first down. Points for Rogers. All right, after this next play, I'll switch back to see if the race has started yet. Catching pass to Devontae. Not too many yards, but a completion for both. All right. They're still running the caution laps between stages. Hand it off to Aaron Jones. Let's see him get a touchdown. Bubba doing a great job of not dying. 2K try hard. Oscar King, how are you all doing? Black Laps of 9. E.T. the Alien. Who's my favorite for the Roval? I said Harvick before or Johnson. All right, back to the race. Pit stops. Excuse me. Blaney with a 14.1 pit stop. Johnson out front so far. Depending on what Kurt Busch's pit stop's going to be like. No, Kurt Busch. Or not Kurt Busch. Jimmy Johnson's going to be the winner off pit road. Nice. All right, are they going to go to commercial again? If so, I'm going to switch back to the game. Yep, commercial for the race. Back to the game. Holy crap, Rogers got blown up. Hope he's okay. Jeez, Rogers got blown up. Fumbled, and the Bills recover. Bills ball with 12 minutes left. Yikes. And it's points lost for Rogers since he's got a fumble. All right, now both are under commercial. This is going to be an interesting final restart. Desi Peterson. I'm always rooting for the Browns. I don't know what you're talking about. I think everyone's rooting for the Browns at this point. How can you not? Speaking of which, let's check the other NFL scores right now. Eagles up 17-13 over the Titans. Texans 28-17 over the Colts. Patriots 38-0 over the undefeated Dolphins. They're not going to be undefeated anymore. Jaguars 25-6. 25, that's a weird score. You don't see very often. Packers 19-0 over the Bills. Cowboys Lions, a close game. 20-17 Cowboys over the Lions. 45-10 over the Buccaneers are the Bears. Falcons Bengals 33-28. Falcons winning. Those are the NFL scores right now. Need Julio Jones to get a touchdown. Julio Jones. Does he have a touchdown yet this year? Because I've had him on my fantasy since the beginning of the year, and I don't know if he's got a touchdown yet. Alright, the race still isn't on. And the game is. Oh, the race just got started again. Oh, is that going to be roughing the passer? He grabbed him by his leg and drug him down. Is that going to be a flag? Nope, because it's not Clay Matthews. Alright, back to the race. Alright, staying 100% focused on the race from here on out. That chick, that reporter, I forgot her name, but she looks exactly like Skylar from Breaking Bad. Daniel Hemrick, is he... Oh, he hasn't pitted since lap 22, but he's in second right now. Volume is dead. Can you guys hear me? Sounds, looks like the microphone's coming in through OBS. Krista Voda, that's it. Or Vada. Voda, however it's pronounced. 3rd and 28 for the Bills, alright. Packers got back-to-back sacks, I think. Jordan Howard is finally getting some yards. Thank you. I started amazing in this league, but he's getting a little too close for comfort. 4th and 28 for the Bills. All right, awesome. Alrighty, we're about to get started with the final stage at the Roval. Coming around turn 14. Daniel Hemrick and Kyle Larson side by side for the green flag. The two green cars. Hemrick with a, since he has old tires, not with a great restart, as expected. Everyone cleanly-ish through turns 1 and 2. Let's see a better camera angle. That was a horrible camera angle for turn 1. Couldn't see anything. Kyle Larson still out front. Hemrick's back to like 5th now. So he's getting passed by Menard on the outside. Whoa, a little bit of contact back through turn 5. Everyone keeps it together. Amarola made it back above the cut as of right now. If the playoff started right now, Amarola, or if the race ended right now, Amarola would be barely above the cut. Oh, almost contact with Byron and Ty Dillon going through the chicane. The front stretch chicane. I got to specify the chicanes. Hemrick and Jones almost made contact. Hemrick's dropping back quickly as expected with those old tires. I guess he was maybe hoping for a caution right away and then they could pit right away and get new tires with that position. Oh, who was that into the back of Hamlin? Is that Jones? I can't tell on that onboard. Johnson and Kane side by side. Whoa. The lens on that bumper camera is cracked for AJ Allmendinger. That's funny. Did the chat freeze, or is no one just chatting right now? Hemrick and Allmendinger side by side. Oh, Suarez gets a great run through the chicane. Not quite able to keep that momentum up on the outside. See you later, Oscar King. Thanks for tuning in. The leaderboard is not accurate. Might be a couple laps behind. Here, I'll try refreshing it. Whoa! Kurt Busch and Ty Dillon almost made contact. Of course, I look away from the screen for literally 2 seconds and something happens. Stage 1, there we go. Stage 3. Lap 57 of 109. Eric Jones and Denny Hamlin battling for position. Going on the backstretch. And of course, commercial. Yay, now we get to go to the football game, because NASCAR likes to have so many commercials. Aaron Jones up to 14 points now. I'll switch it back immediately once the commercial's done. Nice block. Hey, Kendrick's caught that one. Awesome. First down, Packers. Little Trey 13, Sylvie Gang, Tropical Cyclone, Father Heat, Iggy Oberholzer. Figured I'd give you guys repeat shout-outs. Jeez, Ezekiel Elliott just went off today. 26 points in fantasy, 148 yards, 54 reception yards, and a reception TD. First down handoff to Jamal Williams, who wasn't down right away, but he gets up for an extra yard. Back to the race. Still commercial. Tennessee up over the Eagles, the reigning Super Bowl champs. Throw it away. Okay, good. All right, back to the race. Commercial done yet? There we go. Of course I miss a caution. They go to commercial whenever anything exciting happens. Austin Dillon with damage. Playoff implications. The most overused phrase in NASCAR. Whoa. Austin Dillon slept. Kind of like what happened to Amarola. There was a slow car in front of him, except the guy who was in front of him didn't have a tire loss. Whoever was in front of Austin Dillon was really slow. Austin went up high to avoid him and got into the outside wall in almost the same spot as Amarola did. Seriously, how does a team have 48 points, but its running back only has 25 yards? What does implication mean? I don't know. Just ask Dennis Reynolds. Hey, guess what? Commercial. Back to football. Football in the commercial, too. Is everyone on a commercial right now? Let's check the rest of the NFL scores. Titans up over the Eagles, 20-17. Texans still up 28-17. Patriots still up 38. 12-25. Jaguars over the Jets. What a weird score. 25-12. That's such a weird score for a football game. Lions Cowboys 24-14. Lions. Oh, man. If the Lions win today, the Bears win today, and the Packers win today, Vikings will officially be last in the NFC North. I'm sure all the cocky Vikings fans probably thought the Vikings were going to be starting 4-0. Instead, they can have a 1-2-1 on their record. Tropical Cyclone. I know. I got the Talladega Nights reference. I was quoting It's Always Sunny, or referencing It's Always Sunny. All right, back to the race. Shoot. That's what confused me. They were playing literally the same commercial on both channels. That McDonald's Buffalo Wings commercial. Or barbecue wings. They were playing both commercials, or the same commercial on both channels I'm watching. I kept switching back and forth thinking I accidentally clicked back onto the same channel, but wow, that really confused me. The Vikings had 3 options at QB and pissed them all away again, and instead decided to pay $140 million to one that hasn't been performing up to expectations. Actually, I take that back. Kirk Cousins has been decent. Their defense has been highly overrated. I forgot where I saw the stat. I don't remember the exact numbers, but basically since that NFC Championship game last year, the Vikings' supposedly elite defense has given up 38 points, like something like 29, 16, 25, something like that. Basically saying we think this Vikings defense might be a little overrated, might be a little hyped up. Hey, we're finally back from commercial in NASCAR. Commercial car. I don't want to see this. Oh, Tyler Eifert's got a broken right ankle. That looks nasty. Tight end for the Bengals. Are the Bengals still undefeated right now? Or are they? No, they're 2-1. Never mind. Jeez, I can't believe the Bears have scored 48 points. If they win this game, they would be 4-0 right now if it wasn't for that Rodgers miracle comeback week 1. That's insane to think about. And we're back to commercial again for racing, so back to the game. All right, barring some sort of miracle comeback by the Bills, the Packers should have this. The Bills are still down 19-0, and there's only 5 minutes left. I think Stanton Barrett is going to win. Is that the number 15? Yeah, that's right. Personal foul on the defense. I am 50 subs away from 33,000. That is a huge, huge number. Alright, back to the game. Since the race still has commercials. Alright, pass complete. Over the middle, first down. 4:50 remaining in the game and counting. Oh, they're green? Of course they go back to... Alright, I didn't miss anything. They just started green right now. Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson side by side. The Kyle and Kyle show out front. Kyle Larson with the inside line, diving on the turn on. Whoa! Allmendinger into Hamlin. They both keep it straight out. 4 wide behind them. There's contact. Some of them might have a tire rub, but they keep it straightened out. Jamie in third, looking to possibly pass Kyle Busch for second, while Kyle Larson is starting to pull away a little bit. Yeah, you see tire marks all over Allmendinger's side of his car. Eric Jones with a good run off turn 8. AJ super aggressive, or maybe not necessarily aggressive. He probably is. He might have accidentally gotten a little too hot. Whoa! He's got major tire smoke as he braked going into the chicane. He's probably going to have to pit. He's not pitting? With that much tire smoke going on into the chicane? Actually, yeah, he was too aggressive. Why did he not pit? There's so much smoke when he hit the brakes for that chicane. Paul Menard lucky to get by on the outside with minimal contact when Allmendinger went dive bombing into that turn. Chase Elliott, did I see smoke coming from him, or is that all from Allmendinger? I thought I almost saw smoke coming from Chase for a second. Allmendinger is pitting next time. Julian Cruz, I have no idea what the exact playoff standings are right now. We'll have to see where Austin Dillon's at. Does anyone else see the paddle shifters on... Oh, wait, no. I don't think that's paddle shifters. Is that on Allmendinger's steering wheel? He's obviously using the regular shifter, but it almost looked like he had paddle shifters on his wheel as well. Le'Veon Bell's no longer on the Steelers? Oh, they're shopping. I knew that they were shopping him around. I thought something might have happened. Andrew Luck getting... Oh my God. Team BLG is catching up quickly. I'm talking about my fantasy football. Sorry, guys. Jeffrey Earnhardt, that super manly looking picture with the big scruffy beard, and then he's got the pink background. Andrew Luck has 26 points and Ezekiel Elliott has 30. No one else on this guy's team is doing that well. That's the only way he's staying alive. Meanwhile, like most people I've got have either got like 10 or 12 points. Aaron Rodgers, 14 points. Aaron Jones, 14. Austin Dillon hit the wall. Devontae Adams with 9 points. Brandon Cooks with 18.5. Texans defense with 13. J.J. Watt with 12. Khalil Mack with 8.5. And this guy just has one good play. Two good players right now, keeping him alive in this fantasy matchup. Austin Dillon missed his pit box. Yep, Austin Dillon's playoff chances are done. That's exactly what Amarola needs to see. Can you imagine Amarola's feeling right now? He's struggling to be above the cut, and then one of the racers he's driving that happened to take him out for the Daytona 500 win is now done, and his chances of a championship are over. Oh, the irony. Jeez, a lot of smoke. Yellow flag? You guys are saying yellow flag. And now there it is. Yep. Was that for the Dillon incident? They called that late. This Cowboys and Lions game looks like it's coming down to the wire. It's going to come down to a kick by the Cowboys' new kicker. All right, at least Ezekiel Elliott can't score any more points. The game ain't going to overtime, and there's only 3 seconds left. It's going to come down to that kick. So what's the pitch strategy going to be for this caution? Caution on lap 66. Why is this still not updating yet? Why is that like 3 laps down? I guess I have to refresh this periodically. Is it going to update lap 66 in yellow? Are we going to update that? Apparently this thing is really behind, this NASCAR live leaderboard. It's not that live if it's like 5 minutes behind. Julian Cruz, Caleb Faircloth, that one racer, Bonzi Hunter, Latre. Just making sure I didn't miss any shout-outs. So as of right now, Bowman is just below the cut. Boyer is right above the cut by 2 points each. Looks like the Packers are going to win. They have the ball with 4 minutes left. They're just trying to run out the clock. They're up by 19. Cowboys won on the leg of their kicker. Cowboys go to 2-2. The Lions go to 1-3. Bears officially won. They go to 3-1. And we go to commercial for the race once again. So we go back to the game. First down here basically ends the game. It's going to be a miracle comeback for the Bills to Nice. I'll put it away. Mark Scantling. Yeah, Valdez Scantling. I was wondering who the heck that was to. Deep pass to basically seal the game. Rogers to Valdez Scantling. Nice. I'll give some points to Rogers, too. Aaron Jones stuffed for no gain. All right, is the race. Why does it still say? I tried refreshing the stupid NASCAR live leaderboard. It still says green, lap 63. This thing's kind of stupid. Leaderboard. I'm gonna try loading this up again. Alright, we're about to go green. Came back from commercial just in time. Still says lap 63. This thing is broken. This thing is broken. Everyone gets through the first turn cleanly. Kyle Larson once again jumps out front. Kyle Busch in second, but starting to build a little bit of a gap. I completely loaded up a new live leaderboard. Oh, Bowman off the track a little bit. He's able to get back on. Yeah, so sorry for this thing on the right not being completely accurate. Alright, I am switching this from the wait screen back to the race screen really quickly. Wait. Race. Alright. Just wanted to make sure that was lined up. Yeah, this still says lap 63. I have no idea what to tell you. I'm sorry. This is NASCAR's fault, not mine, because I tried closing that one out, reloading up the screen, moving it to a new window, loading up a whole new screen, not just refreshing. It's NASCAR's live leaderboard not working, not my... It's not on my end. Jimmy Johnson on the inside of Denny Hamlin, turn 3 and 4. Eagles and Titans tied at 20. They're going to overtime. The Bengals down by 5 with 4 minutes left. They have a chance to... Amarola through the grass. No! Oh, Chris Buescher hard into that's going to be a caution. He's like stuck. Yep, there it is. Was that separate incidents? Well, that's a good advertisement from Echo Park Automotive. They definitely got their advertising's money worth. Chris Buescher got into the back of a sign backed in, and now he's got the banner stuck on his car. Yeah, Echo Park is probably freaking out right now with excitement. NASCAR is indeed El Fantastico. A Fantastico. Alright, what happens to Bush? Yep, he got off where Cindric did, kind of. Then, yep, he hit the barrier and took the sign with it. He almost got another one on his front end. It looked like Amarola caught a banner, too, because I saw something hanging off his car, but just a little part. That sign is still there. Echo Park Automotive. Oh, it was a sandbag Amarola hit. Darn it. Nasarcasm already beat me to the joke. And everyone's talking about that. Echo Park Automotive. I want to look them up on Twitter. They're probably going to get a crap load of searches right now. Which is exactly how advertising works. Alright, so Echo Park Automotive right now has 885 followers. 885. Let's see how many they have in the next few hours. I just actually want to keep refreshing this page. 886? It already went up one. 887? Oh my god. We can actually see it going up. I'm refreshing. Are we going to get 888? Nope. Well, they got 2 new followers in 10 seconds. 888? Oh my god. They're getting new followers by the second now. Echo Park Automotive, excuse me. It's going to keep refreshing. Oh, still 888. Still 888. Alright. I think this is lost its entertainment. Back to this. Packer stream, although it's the race stream today. That's hilarious. Meanwhile, this stupid thing still says lap 63. Austin Dillon. Unless literally all 15 of the other... Actually, no, never mind. His playoff hopes are done. God, how is this guy so close? This guy I'm in this fantasy matchup with against. Have the Packers officially won yet? They're up by 22-0, and the Bills have the ball with 1:34 left and no timeouts. It's a matter of time. All right, so this is going to be a hell of an interesting restart. This is kind of what I was a little nervous to see, these late Stage 3 restarts with a lot of leaders or playoff contenders all bunched together. Here they come. Green flag. Is Allmendinger going to take someone else out? Whoa! Jones got caught in the middle. What is Busch doing? Busch just got a penalty. He went right through that blue section. Stenhouse is out front. He takes that turn wide, though. He's kind of leaving the room open for... door open for Paul Menard. I'd like to see Paul Menard win this race. That'd be awesome. Eric Jones has a flat left rear tire. Another playoff contender that was on the cusp with problems. Oh. Trying to get through the 15 and the 8 of Hemrick trying to get by. Here comes Bubba Wallace. Yeah, Jones is losing ground quickly. Oh, Menard looks like he caught that inside curb just a little bit. Yep, the tire finally went. He's able to make it back on his own under green, which means Kyle Busch is still going to get penalized. $17 just wrecked out of the lead. Stenhouse just wrecked out of the lead. You got Larson making a pass on Stenhouse, or not Stenhouse, Suarez, excuse me. Kyle Larson up to third. Not quite. Suarez powering back. Suarez back up ahead of Larson, although here comes Larson with a crossover down the backstretch. Who's going to give up first into the chicane? Looks like Suarez. Suarez has got damage. I think that's from before. How does Busch not get a penalty for that? He totally cut the course. Oh, I guess he lost a bunch of spots, that's why. Yeah, so basically right now, as of right now, Amarola, Blaney, spin for Newman. Bowman is 3 points below the cut in 13th spot for the points race. In 10th, 11th, and 12th. Of course, they move it away right before I was about to say. Looks like he got help from Blaney. Newman with a spin. Hey, it actually caught back up to the proper lap. Or it's close. We're on lap 75. It says 73 on the thing, but close enough. Yeah, Clint Boyer, Ryan Blaney, and Amarola are all like 3 points above the cut line Eric Jones is out, basically. Hamlin's basically out. Austin Dillon's out. And Bowman is at risk of getting cut. Kozlowski on the inside of Paul Menard. Oh, this is for the lead? That's right. I forgot Menard was leading. Here comes Kozlowski again. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch is still 6 when he should have been penalized. Oh, how does Andrew Luck have so many points? Seriously, this guy should not be in this game. But Andrew Luck and Ezekiel Elliott alone have given him like 65 points. Come on, I need Marshawn Lynch to get touchdowns. I need Jesse James of the Steelers to get touchdowns. I need Casey Hayward to get tackles and interceptions. Got about 34 laps to go in this Roval race. Lap 76 of 109. Look at the top of my head. Yes, look at it. Here comes Harvick on the inside of Suarez going into turn 1. So he's going to get that position. Yeah, that NASCAR live leaderboard is actually staying updated now. Should have started Mariota instead of Rogers. Can't believe I'm saying that. I had a good team this week. This guy just has a crap, or just 2 fluke players. Andrew Luck, 400 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. It's insane. And they're tied, so they might go into overtime. They might get even more points. So when is everyone going to start pitting under green if we stay green? A little contact between Boyer and Blaney there, looked like. The more spots Bowman loses, that's hurting him. Kurt Busch giving a little tap to Hamlin. Turn 8. Oh, Kurt Busch has his nose underneath going down the backstretch into the chicane. We got about 30, 31 laps to go. 31 to go, yep. So the Packers officially won. Obviously a great day for the defense since the Bills didn't score a single point. Shutout for the Packers defense. That's nice. Improvement over recent years. My two predictions for the race were Harvick and Johnson. Whoa, 3 wide going into 1. So as long as Blaney doesn't mess up, he's secure, I think, to make it into the next round. So as of right now, if the next stage of the playoffs started right now, 3 out of the 4, no. 2 Hendrick cars would be in there, all 3 Penske cars, and all 4 Stewart-Haas Racing cars would be in the final 12. Sweet, and that Colts game's going to overtime, so Andrew Luck's going to get even more points for my opponent. Awesome. Sorry, got 36. Just by himself. Rogers got 15 points today. Should have started Mariota, who has 23. I had a hunch I should have started Mariota. I mean, all my Packers players did decent. Aaron Jones got 14 points. Devontae Adams got 9. Rodgers got 15. Jordan Howard, that was disappointing. Only 2.5 points. All right, sorry, I'll pay more attention to the race going on right now. Stenhouse through the chicane, the front stretch. He's coming to a stop to serve the penalty. Man, look at his car. He's all torn up now. Looks like he almost got into the back of Amarola. So are they going to maybe start pitting in like 3 or 4 laps? On like the 25 lap mark? When's the best time to take tires and fuel? Here comes Larson right behind Keselowski, threatening for the lead. Larson's trying to find the right spot to make a move on. He's going to try to get a run off turn 8 here. See if he can pass him in the oval section. Could you have zoomed in any more through that shot of them going through the chicane? All you could see was his damn headlight. Oh, wow. That's what happened to his splitter. Here comes Kyle Larson. Going into one. Outbreaks him. Is there going to be a crossover by Keselowski? I think Larson almost took a little too wide. Yep. There's the crossover. Larson took that a little too wide, but now since Larson, he's going to have the advantage on these two right-handers and 3 and 4 right here. So he might actually want it to be right there. Oh, contact! And he kind of forces Keselowski wide, but they're still side by side. And now Brad Keselowski, they're still side by side. They're gonna have he's gonna have the advantage going downhill into this left-hander. Kyle Larson might try crossing over right here. That's exactly what he does. Oh my God, amazing racing for the lead going on right now. Jeez. And meanwhile, they're slowing each other down trying to get the lead. Here comes Paul Menard. Who's in 4th right now? Truex lurking right there. Keselowski got a little bit of a gap, and now that they figured the racing has calmed down, they're going to commercial right now. Of course they are. They're seriously playing the Dance Till You Die song going into commercial. Did I hear that right? Man, some great racing for the lead there for a lap or two. They're like literally side by side through like half of that infield section, through both left and right turns. So will there be another caution that comes out during the commercial like that's happened the last like 3 times? Kyle Larson's still right there the moment Keselowski makes any little bit of a mistake. Kyle Larson's about maybe 10 car lengths behind Brad Keselowski. Although Keselowski's pulling away a little bit. Just going to take Keselowski making another mistake, and Kyle Larson will be right there. Like hopping over the curb right there. That's going to slow you down a little bit. Paul Menard still in 4th. Or 3rd, excuse me. Kyle Busch up to 5th. Should have gotten penalized. Is Kyle Busch going to wreck Truex? Oh, Truex let him by, it looked like. Oh, Kyle Busch a little loose coming up over 6. Enough with the commercials. Andrew Luck has the ball, and he's going to keep getting more points for my fantasy opponent. God darn it. Kyle Busch got to third. Should have got him penalized. Now he's up to third. JMG 715, Cooper Zerolf. How are you all doing today? You guys enjoying the race so far? Kyle Larson gained some ground through the chicane that time. He gained a lot of ground. Holy crap. He's right there. He gained a crap load of ground back in the backstretch chicane that lap. Kyle Larson's right back to Keselowski. .22 to go in the race. Still no green flag pit stops. Kyle Larson got a little tight. It looked like going into turn 3 there. Lost a little ground. Oh, Echo Parks gained like another 25 Twitter followers. That's hilarious. Busch looked like Kyle Larson looked like he had a good run through turn 8. Now they're talking about fuel saving mode for everyone. Oh, the leaders are coming up on some lap traffic. Larson's right behind Keselowski. Ray Galding's taking it wide to let them go by. Got some acid reflux right now. Come on, Larson. I mean, he's basically in the cut. I'd just like to see him win the inaugural Roval race. Come on, Larson. He didn't really gain or lose any ground through the chicane that time. Coming up to turns 15 through 17, i.e. the front stretch chicane. Same thing through the front stretch. Didn't really gain or lose any ground. Still about half a second behind Brad Keselowski. Meanwhile, we got 20 laps to go, and we got some people finally starting to come into the pits. Blaney and Boyer, two playoff drivers coming into the pits with 20 to go. Come on, Larson. Go back to the battle between Larson and Larson and Kez. I'm on the edge of my seat. Itchy nose. Bowman and Blaney racing each other right now, which are both kind of on the bubble of the cutoff. Oh. There we go. Oh, the other side's itchy. Why is my nose so itchy right now? Is Keselowski pulling away? Yep, he's a second and a half up now. You guys think there will be another caution, or you think they're going to be able to stay green the rest of the way? God, I hate these glasses. $19 laps to go. Bowman's desperately trying to stay above Blaney so he can try to have as many points to stay pace with Clint Boyer for the points race as possible. Commercial. Hopefully this should be the last one. I'm still like 12 points ahead of my fantasy opponent. Bowman still ahead of Blaney. Bowman needs to gain a couple spots, or Boyer needs to lose a couple spots. Right now, Boyer and Bowman are the ones on the cusp. Boyer's 2 points above, Bowman's 2 points under. $17 laps to go. It's been a pretty good race so far. I think they might have overhyped it just a little bit, but all in all, I'd say it's like a 6 or a 7 for a race. Been some decent racing for the lead, some exciting moments, some unexpected twists and turns for the playoffs. Bowman's just charging through drivers, trying to as much ground between him and Blaney as possible. Are those all lapped cars, I think? $16 laps to go. God, I don't even want to imagine the chaos that's going to happen if a caution comes out. Whoa, it looked like Keselowski was a little loose. If a caution comes out right now, the chaos that's going to happen on the ensuing restart. We really need the Brewers. I know this is really random from racing and football, but the Brewers need the Cubs to lose today, and the Brewers need to win. If that happens, the Brewers not only win the NL Central, but they will have the best record in the National League. They'll basically, I don't know exactly how baseball works, but they'll basically have the #1 seed for the baseball equivalent of the NL, the NFC. The NL. $15 laps to go. Aside from a couple offs here and there by like Chris Buescher and Amarola, Keselowski, Stenhouse a couple times, there's no major incidents like everyone thought was going to happen. I'm pleasantly surprised. Racing's been fairly clean. Not a huge number of beat-up race cars, and oh, Bowman locked up the brakes going into that front stretch chicane a little bit, but able to keep it going. The 88 needs to get by 2 positions to be able to beat Bowyer for the cutoff. Bowman's going as fast as he possibly can right now. Is David Reagan for position for Bowman? Or is that a lap car? He did get a position on Reagan. Bowman's tires, you can tell are getting worn. He's starting to lock the hell out of the tires, out of the brakes. Who's in front of him? He's got one more position to pass to be tied with Bowyer for points. Playoff implications. You just can't have Blaney pass him either. If you think about it, Bowyer's a little bit more deserving to move on since he had those 2 wins. Bowman makes the pass. Oh, I think Bowyer moved up a spot too. $13 laps to go. Bowyer gained another position, I think, because he has moved back up to +2. They keep showing Bowman moving up positions. They're not talking about Bowyer being able to add to his cushion by moving up positions on his own. Come on, give Marshawn Lynch some points. "12 laps to go. Still got Keselowski out front. He's only out front by like a half a second now. Last I looked, it was a second and a half. I'm going to be, yeah, between tires and fuel, I'm going to be really curious to see what happens in these late laps. Whoa, Bowman got a little loose. Such weird tiebreakers. I don't know who I'm rooting for right now if it comes to between Bowyer and Bowman. I have no idea who I'd be rooting for in this situation. Keselowski is still up. Here comes Larson, though. They're talking to Keselowski and fuel. Can you imagine if he runs out and Larson wins? Yeah, Keselowski has 4 more laps added on to the last time than the last time anyone else has pitted. Texans just tied the Colts in overtime at 34 with a minute left in overtime. I would love to see Larson win this. He's trying to save fuel because he knows Keselowski might run out. He's just trying to make sure he doesn't. He's just trying to stay caught up with him, making sure that Keselowski doesn't pull away. Patriots are 2-2 after beating the Dolphins 38-7. Oh, Titans beat the Eagles. The Titans are 3-1, and the reigning Super Bowl champs are 2-2. 2-2 isn't that big of a deal through Week 4. Still plenty of time to get a good season. A great season put together at 2-2. Less than 9 laps to go in the Roval. This fuel strategy, I don't want a caution to come out at this point. I want to see what happens with Keselowski. I want to see if he possibly runs out and Larson can pass him if he's been saving. I don't want a stupid caution to come out now and throw a damper in everyone's pit strategy. Is that Benedetto? Benedetto for position. Yep, Bowman. No, caution! Stenhouse, you need to get out of the league. You're garbage. The Bengals beat the Falcons 37-36. Holy crap, I have some games to catch up on later. Last I saw it was 31-36. Falcons were up. So they must have, yeah, obviously they got that touchdown to win. Amazing. Give more yards to Marshawn Lynch. Ricky Stenhouse crashed. Ow, he crashed hard in turn one. Ouch. Andrew Luck has 38 points for my opponent right now, and I'm still projected to win, but that could change really easily. He's got Zach Ertz with 11 points. His kicker got 14, but so did Crosby, my kicker. And the next most points he has for any one person that, after that is 5. Aside from those 4 people. 38 points, 30 points, 11, 14. And then you got 2, 4, 5, 3, 3. Meanwhile, I got pretty consistent. Got 15 points for Rodgers, 14 Aaron Jones, 17 Julio Jones, 9 for Devontae, 18.5 Brandon Cooks, 14 Crosby, 12 for the Texans defense, 12 for J.J. Watt, 8.5 for Khalil Mack. I mean, I have a way more consistent team right now, but this BLG guy is only staying in it basically because of Ezekiel Elliott and Andrew Luck. And Doug Baldwin just got a really long catch. Oh my God, handoff to Marshawn Lynch. I need some yards for him. So who's going to pit and who's not? This is going to be a really interesting call. God. Nothing warms my heart more than reading Urinating Tree's Twitter feed on Sunday. Name. Got a name. Ain't I care with me like my daddy did. Alright, let's check on football. This? Are you kidding me? This Texans-Colts game looked like it seriously might end in a tie. They've got 20 seconds left, and the Colts are about to punt it. Is that seriously going to be a third tie in the NFL through 4 weeks? I mean, it's like rare to get 1 in a year, let alone 3 in a 4-week span. That's insane. Alright, at least someone appreciated my singing. Jim Croce. In case you didn't know who did that song in that Goodyear Dale Jr. commercial. Little Jim Croce. Seriously. I should have this fantasy thing in the bag, but just Andrew Luck and Ezekiel Elliott alone have them almost 70 points. Just those two players. I mean, it's a lot closer. I'm still got more points. I'm still technically projected to win, but that can change in one play with one guy getting a touchdown. All right, meanwhile, I'm ranting about fantasy football. We are restarting with 6 laps to go. Got Kozlowski on the inside. Larson on the outside. A little bump from Truex to Kozlowski. Kozlowski locked up the brakes. He's in the wall. Oh, my God. So is Larson. Kyle Busch is damage. Paul Menard is damage. Oh, my God. Trevor Bayne, 20 years old, has damage. You heard me say before, I can only imagine the poop show that's going to happen if a caution comes out and they have to do a restart with this few laps to go. I knew it. Oh, my God. Keselowski, that's all your fault. Tried to get a little too cocky to make sure you were the first one going into that turn, and you just completely locked up the brakes and took out... Well, at least Kyle Busch's day is done. That's the only thing that warms my heart a little much, is that he's not going to win. And he's obviously all right since he drove away. Keselowski's all right. That was a hard hit into that barrier. Keselowski caused it. He got into the barrier way too hot on the outside, hit the wall, and came back, kind of stuck back out across the track and took out like a half dozen other cars. Jimmy Johnson made it through. Truex made it through. I really hope that doesn't help or hurt Larson. Well, is there some sort of oil? It looked like everyone locked up the brakes going into that turn. Were they all just reacting to Keselowski spinning? That's why they locked up the brakes? But it looked like Byron, Menard, Larson, Kyle Busch were all going into that wall too. There must have been something on the track. There's no way all those guys flew into the wall just reacting to Kyle Busch locking it up. Is there something... Seriously, there must have been something on the track. Did that wreck seriously just ruin Larson's chances of advancing? Holy crap. Either like 10 separate cars all separately got in way too hot, or there must have been something on the track. What a turn of events. What a turn of events. Oh my God, the Texans won. They must have just done a deep bomb to get into field goal range, or yeah, deep bomb and got pass interference. What a turn of events. That's right, no one pitted, so just their grip was gone. Oh my goodness. Larson looks heartbroken. I really hope he makes the cut. He possibly could have won this race. Now he's looking at possibly not making the next round of the playoffs. Look at the three up front. Truex, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott. Can Chase Elliott score his second win of the season? Both at road courses, that would be amazing. So yeah, if you're just joining in, we're under red flag. Restart with 6 to go. Huge pileup going into turn 1. After Keselowski and multiple other drivers on old tires locked up the brakes and went into the turn 1 barrier on the right side of the track. Jeez, what a hard wreck. All of them just went into that wall. There's like a half dozen cars that just slid into the outside wall. Alright, since we have been streaming for over 3 hours now, I haven't taken a single break. I'm going to really quick. I just gotta pee real quick. I will be back in like 2-3 minutes. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Hope you are enjoying the Charlotte Roval race so far. I certainly am. Not necessarily in all the right ways, but I'm enjoying the race. Alright, be right back. Alright, are we still yellow? Did Kyle Larson flip off Stenhouse Jr. or just hold up his fist? Jeez. That was a big shot for Keselowski. Paul Menard, completely innocent. Kyle Larson has not changed his pose or the look in his eyes for the last 10 minutes. Oh, he finally just moved his head. He's just been kind of slouched over, looking up, just really disheartened for like the last 10 minutes. Insane. Just look how many cars are damaged throughout the rest of the field. See David Reagan, Suarez, Joey or whoever was that? It wasn't Logano. It was Blaney had damage a little bit. I hope we're not red for too much longer. How about Eric Amarola? He had that initial wreck trying to get around, what's his face? Byron, I think. Yeah, he also has damage. And then he was kind of involved in this most recent wreck, and he's still got a chance to advance. Oh yeah, of course. Of course I'm going to try to recreate this one. I'll be doing that in the next few days. I basically just have to turn down the AI slip curve or whatever for that first turn and just make sure I have all the... Maybe their AI, the panic decel a little bit. Make sure I have all the right paint schemes. That one actually shouldn't be too hard. Just, yeah, whatever that AI slip curve is that makes them, like, lose traction going into a turn. That one will definitely be attempted to be recreated via NR 2003 within the next couple of days, or next few days. Come on, I wish... I know they got their cleanup to do, but I really want this race to get over. Oh, sweet. Alright, while they're still red, while nothing's going on, while the Packer game is on, I'm gonna go grab another beer really quickly. Crack open my second beer of the afternoon, like 5 hours. Oh, I also want to hear Keselowski's interview first. That's what I was saying. I mean, Keselowski obviously drove into it the hardest, but he was not the only one sliding into that outside barrier. There looked like if he went through completely cleanly, it looked like there was others behind him that were going to hit it. Alright, just gonna go grab another beer real quick. Still red. When are we going to get yellow? I know you guys are going to hear audio for a second. I'm just watching a video of spectator view of that wreck that just happened from one of the suites, it looks like. Holy crap. That was on Twitter, posted, or retweeted, I should say, by Caleb Hoffman. Originally posted by Christian Espinoza. Apologize if I mispronounced that. Alright, can we please get yellow at least? Still under red. God, Kyle Larson. I feel so bad for him. Oh, they're rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling. They're rolling, 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 rolling. Shades of William Byron from the testing session. He was the first Cup driver to do that in that turn. There's always like one single fruit fly flying around. Never have any food lying around. I don't have garbage sitting around. There's not a bunch of them. It's always just one lone one I see. Get back on that track. Even if Larson is rolling at 50 miles an hour for the remainder of the things, just run some laps. Just fix what you can and just run as good as it can for the last 3 laps. Alright, your affiliate just cut out. Well, you're not missing anything. They just got rolling again. And they're going to be rolling again for a while, probably. So, you're not missing anything right now, Tropical. .88 unable to fire. Oh, he got it rolling. He got it fired up. He just needed a little push to get him rolling. He got it fired. So since he was able to fire it up and get going again, he got a spot back. Geronimo Allison, the Packers wide receiver, has a concussion from taking an injury that I didn't see. That's kind of what happened, yeah. I mean, it's their first time ever at this track. They ran so long during that one green flag run on the same tires. And all their testing and practice sessions are short little like 10, 15 lap bursts at the most. Never had a chance to altogether fly into that turn full speed on old worn tires. So, yeah, I just think like 6 separate people misjudged going into that corner, Keselowski being the worst of them. Because he was in the front, he didn't have anyone in front of him to start checking up for. Matt just or aka Empty Box. What's up, guys? This is Empty Box. He just posted LMFAO. Retweeting that. Oh my god. Nascarcasm already with the memes with that that banner that Chris Buescher was dragging early in the race. I just retweeted it on my Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter if you aren't already. TV went out in 2016 right before Carl's wreck at Homestead. Well, I have my reaction recorded to that forever. I scream the F word a lot about an inch away from a microphone, so it's like distorted and loud and the audio levels are peaking. So yeah. If you want to hear me screaming the F word about 60 times and saying other naughty, non-G-rated words about an inch away from a microphone to the point where your ears are about to get blown out or the speakers, go check out my 2006 Homestead reaction. I'm sure, depending on what you search, you should fairly easily be able to find it on my channel. Oh my god. It just shows a screenshot of the aerial shot of Keselowski just locked up, sliding right towards that barrier. That has a little Xbox notification down at the bottom. Controller disconnected. I'm retweeting all these, so if you guys want to see what I'm looking at and laughing at right now, go follow me on Twitter. Old account got suspended. Avion Blue just followed me. It's a really weird start to your account name, but alright. I guess you guys want to know, want everyone to know what's up. Oh my god. Okay. Mason Crosby, which is the Green Bay Packers, the football team, the kicker. He missed one extra point in the game, but he hit like 3 long field goals after that. And yeah. I saw people talking crap about him at first, but then everyone praising him after that for the long field goals. Crosby has a good enough resume. When he misses field goals, I let it slide. Let it slide. Holy crap. That's kind of unexpected. My NASCAR Racing 2003 Charlotte Roval crash compilation I posted just a couple days ago already has almost 5,000 views and like 135 likes. I know for a lot of YouTubers within my sub range or even under, that's not huge stats, but for me that's a lot. So thank you guys for the support of that video. Oh, I spit there. Oops. Are we going green this time? The Browns up 17-14 over the Raiders. The Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, 26-yard. Hey, he's actually getting points for me now. Sweet. So still going to be a close match between me and Team BLG in fantasy. So is Larson officially done? Look at Larson's car. He's just going to try to run as good as he can for the next few laps. Larson needs Amarola not to get 5 spots or 6 spots. Who's locking up? Truex out front. I'm mainly concerned about what's going on with Amarola, how many spots he's getting. Oh, there he is. I like Amarola, but I really want to see Kyle Larson make the damn transfer. Whoa, they're going 3 wide into the chicane in front of him. Amarola looks like he needs 1 or 2 more spots to be able to knock Larson out. With 2 to go. Meanwhile, Jimmy Johnson is catching Truex for the lead. Amarola got a spot. He needs 1 or 2 more. Meanwhile, Truex is still out front. If Amarola gets 1 more spot in the final lap, he's in. He made contact, but he's able to keep going. Contact behind him. Kyle Larson just got eliminated. Truex still hanging on. I'm going to stop getting bummed about Larson. Whoa, we got a spin. Never mind. Yeah, Amarola's got it. Let's see if Jimmy can make a move for the win. Jimmy and Truex. You know Jimmy's going to give him the bumper going into the final turns. He locks it up. He spins. He took out Truex. He took out Truex. Who's going to win? Here comes Blaney. No. Yeah, Blaney. Oh, my God. Blaney wins it. Oh, my God. Another wreck. I think Larson's out, but oh my God, what a finish. I think Larson's out. Oh my God, I feel for Larson, but what a race. Possibly for all the wrong reasons, but what a race. Oh my God. Johnson spun coming into that final chicane, and as he was sliding across the chicane, he took out Truex, who was going through it cleanly on the other side. And Truex spins, and then Blaney in third from a couple seconds back comes roaring through the chicane for the win. Poor Truex, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He just got nailed by Jimmy coming across there. I think Larson's officially out. I mean, what an amazing, spectacular finish, but man, you gotta feel for Larson, who was dominating a good portion of the day, taken out in that second to last restart, and now he's possibly out of the next round of the playoffs. Oh my God. I mean, Truex is locked into the next round. Jimmy made the next round, I think. Blaney got in the next round, obviously, since he won. Blaney, cut your hair. You got feedback. Your microphone's got feedback. I'm so mixed on this race right now. I mean, on one hand, it was just unexpected, spectacular, lots of excitement, lots of passes, crazy incidents that just changed the momentum of the rest of the season. But on the other hand, yeah, like guys like Keselowski, I mean, Larson, you really feel for. Keselowski's locked into the next round. But Larson, he's right there. He's up front running all day, and now because of that crash with Keselowski, he's possibly out of the next round of the playoffs. They haven't done the official standings yet, but I think he's out. I think he and Amarola and Boyer, or Bowman, Boyer, Amarola barely got in. I think Larson's out. Oh my God. Goodness, what a finish. For all the wrong reasons, but what a finish. Why did he just... I was going to say, there's a Kyle Busch family wearing a Kyle Busch... Both the dad and the kid are wearing Kyle Busch stuff, and he waved them over to give the little kid the flag. That's kind of weird. Could you not find any 12 gear in the stands? The 42, the 10, and the 88 unofficially tied for points. Did I just hear that? Who are all in the cutoff? I really hope, due to some technicality, Larson made it in. Oh my God, the 42 might advance due to a tiebreaker. The 42, the 10, and the 48. Excuse me, not the 88. They're saying Jimmy might not make it to the next round. Oh my God, Jimmy Johnson out of the playoffs. Kyle Larson advances. If he didn't get so aggressive in that last restart or that last turn, even if he doesn't get the win, as long as he doesn't spin out, he makes it. Kyle Larson's in, Jimmy Johnson's out. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Fly flying around up in my ceiling. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, it's a stink bug. Never mind. There's been lots of those flying around recently. I just land on my light. It's right in front of the camera, actually. So 7-time will not become 8-time this year. Oh my goodness. Larson is in. Jimmy Johnson out of the round of 12 due to a tiebreaker. Johnson spun in the last turn, cut the chicane because of his own spin. He has to stop to not get the penalty, and him stopping, he loses enough positions. Kyle Larson passing Jeffrey Earnhardt there with that insanely damaged race car literally 50 feet before the start-finish line is what made him advance to the next round. As he's hitting the wall back and forth, ping-ponging, that pass got him into the playoffs. Are you kidding me? What a turn of events. I mean, a part of me hates the gimmick part of this, just the playoff points, the playoffs, the tiebreakers, all this, but another part of me is just baffled just with the just change of events, the spectacularness of it. He hit the wall coming off 4, and he hit the wall coming out of the chicane because he can't turn left. He couldn't turn left. I've never been more mixed on a race, I don't think, in my entire life. Just like I said, one part of me just... I mean, obviously, it's a spectacular finish. Crazy. Like, constant playoff point changes, turns of events on a dime with incidents. But on the other hand, just the gimmick aspect of it just gets a little sour. But, oh my goodness, what a race. Jimmy Johnson in the final turn spins, just getting in too hot, takes out Truex. They take each other out, or I should say he takes him out. Blaney comes through for the win. Meanwhile, Larson, who looked like all was out of the playoffs in the previous restart due to getting wrecked out, he, with a horribly damaged race car, stays in. Johnson spinning makes him lose enough points to have it be a tiebreaker with him and Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson passed Jeffrey Earnhardt with that horribly damaged race car. He passes Jeffrey Earnhardt like literally 20 feet before the start-finish line, bouncing off the walls. Him getting in that position was able to tie Johnson, got them in the tiebreaker. And now Johnson's out and Larson is in for the round of 12. What? I mean, I'm just at a loss for words right now. Oh my goodness, both Amarola and Larson make it and Johnson's out. I am at a loss for words right now. Unbelievable. All right. I don't know how to leave you guys other than just to keep saying unbelievable. I'm at a loss for words. That was... Wow. So the 4 that are officially out of the playoffs now that we're in today: Eric Jones, Denny Hamlin, Austin Dillon, and Jimmy Johnson. Barely misses the cut due to a tiebreaker. That is insane. Yeah, Jimmy just gotten a little too hot, spun himself out, and he caught the chicane spinning, had to stop. That move cost him a championship. That is insane. All right, I don't really know how to end this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Before I leave you guys real quick, just going to get a couple quick plugs in for those of you interested. I am currently streaming over on Twitch. I stream all my live streams on Twitch, also on Facebook and Twitter. Last but not least, if you'd like to help support this channel on Patreon, find out what kind of cool rewards you can get in return for doing so, please feel free to check out my page. Everything I mentioned is down below in the description. The links, that is. Thank you so much to Adria Fitzy, Tommy Joyce, and Jay Barker for your support on Patreon. I truly, truly appreciate it. That is it, guys. I don't know what else to say. That was a crazy race. Maybe gimmicks and all these weird rules had something to do with the forced excitement, but exciting and spectacular nonetheless. Crazy playoff implications. I know that term is severely overused, but I cannot believe what just happened. I'm glad I streamed my reaction of this race because this was a once-in-a-lifetime race that I'm never going to be able to watch live the very first race to the Charlotte Roval ever again, so I'm glad I streamed this. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button. Leave your suggestions for future videos down in the comments below. Congrats to Larson and Amarola and Blaney. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace. Bye.